Alright, I don't know if this is working or not, because we are just trying it, but we're going to play some Path of Exile 2. The game just came out, and I am starting a new character to enjoy said new character on here, so let's see how well that this works. Let's move this out of the way. Let's go make sure my stream is actually streaming and doing what it's supposed to do. And then we can get started here. So let me just open up my studio, make sure that everything is going as it should, and then we will get started on leveling. I've tried two different characters and I really haven't like fallen in love with them yet, so I'm still trying to find the right character for me. So let's see what we can do to find the right character for me. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna just keep playing. This is the mercenary. We haven't gotten to play them yet, so we have done the monk and we have done the monk and oh, I can't remember the other person's name. Oh, the warrior. I'm really disappointed that we didn't get a paladin of sorts, but you know, we can live with this. We can live with this character. So I know nothing about any of these characters. I never really played Path of Exile 1, so I know almost nothing about the game. So we're just kind of enjoying this early access as it is. I really do want like a Crusader character, though. I really do want like that holy warrior who brings down the light and destroys the demons, that unstoppable giant tanky juggernaut that has like healing and aura and all that sort of thing, and we just have not gotten that so far in this game. But it doesn't surprise me. It seems like a lot of companies have started moving away from getting like the holy warrior sort of character. That archetype is kind of gone, so we're just trying out different characters. We'll find someone that matches for us, matches our needs, but we just haven't found them yet. Alright, we got our first skill, the fragmentation round. We are going to bind that to my right click. I also don't like that the warrior uses mana. I really like that Blizzard really led the way on that, of having like different mana pools, energy and rage and focus and things like that, instead of having mana, but that's a minor gripe. So we now have a new round. We have our fragmentation rounds, which cost mana every time we're firing them, but it works kind of like a shotgun, and that's kind of cool. I don't know how to undo that. How do I turn it off? Maybe I just go Q? Is that my regular? Okay, basic bolt. Okay, so I can turn it on and off as I want to and just have basic attacks. There is an active dodge roll mechanic, which is also awesome. It gives you a little bit more control over your character, be able to dodge damage, deal damage, that sort of thing. So I'm very happy that we have an active dodge button. Basically mandatory in modern day games. Alright, let's turn back on the shotgun. These guys do a lot of damage. These little porcupine crabs. Okay, back to regular attacks. I gotta reload every now and then, it looks like, and I don't know what causes the reload. I don't know how many things I can fire before I run out, and I don't know if I can alter that. Extra damage, yeah, let's go with extra damage. That's the talent tree, by the way. People have said that this game is super complex, and based on that talent tree, I would agree that that looks super complex. Alright. I kind of like the way this is playing so far. I like being able to turn it into a shotgun randomly as I want to. That's kind of a blast. No pun intended. Alright, let's hit this guy with a shotgun. Summon in extras. Very bad at dodging still, as you can tell. Take out all the extras. I do love the idea of a shotgun crossbow. That is pretty awesome. Alright, back to regular. There we go, we actually dodged one. Look at this go. Alright, let's get some damage on his stagger meter. Back to shotgun. This is probably the longest it's taken me to down this boss, so my damage is a little bad here, but... Alright, first boss down.
Big buggers before, but blimey.
Oh, I see. There's actually a number down, so I can shoot 7 crossbows bolts before I have to reload. I wonder if like getting a quiver or something will change that or make it faster. Alright, we get a skill. We're told to go and destroy things out in the woods. Nothing too big. Okay, let's grab... I think there's one more quest somewhere up here. Maybe not? Okay. Let's get rid of some of the garbage. So let's wear our armor. We need the armor. We don't need a shield. We can wear the twigs. Sell all the garbage. Alright. Time for a new skill. My new uncut skill. I can get armor-piercing rounds, permafrost bolts, or an explosive grenade. Fire a bouncing grenade that unleashes devastating fiery blasts. Permafrost converts physical to ice, knockbacks enemy, 80% freeze buildup. Bolts shatter in an impact, and fragments can hit multiple targets. Fires 10 fragments per shot. Okay. So that's like an improvement on the shotgun, but Frosty, an armor-piercing round, obviously fires a armor-piercing round. Those are all good. The grenade sounds most interesting, so let's learn the grenade. That sounds like a blast. Using the same pun I've already used, I apologize. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's equip... Oh, grenade just literally fires out a grenade. Okay. That doesn't bounce very far, so we'll see how useful that is. Rotten wolves. Oh, we found a waypoint already. Wow, that's not a very useful waypoint, is that? Oh, I accidentally activated the teleporter. Wow, we found the objective area already. I don't know if we're high enough level for it. It's technically a level 3 area. These dudes are taking a lot to take down, so... Yeah, let's go see if we can find something a little bit better first. Okay, let's fire that grenade. That grenade did not do very much. Alright, back to the shotgun crossbow. These guys need some shotgunning. Yeah, that grenade is very unimpressive. That might be the least impressive grenade I've ever seen. Oh, look, we got another skill gem though. So let's go to permafrost bolts. Let's see how well that does. I assume at some point there's some sort of like respecking or something, and I can just play around with this as much as I want to. Alright, we got permafrost bolts on. Oh, okay, so it's like the shotgun again, but it freezes them in place. And does damage behind. I really like the swapping up ammo. That does feel really cool to do the constantly swapping ammo to deal damage sort of thing. I do like that. I do not like how little damage we're doing though. My monk feels a lot stronger than this. The whole reason, so the warrior is like the closest thing to what I would usually play, but I felt so weak as the warrior, and I hated the warrior's abilities. And I understand that like I can choose what abilities I want. So if I want to run a warrior running all this stuff, I could, but I'm still very, very new to Path of Exile, so I didn't want to experiment too much yet. So we will get there eventually. Alright, let's switch to shotgun rounds.
Get out of the way!
I just don't feel like that grenade does enough damage to be worth a skill slot. Maybe once it's augmented a little bit, but like... it barely does anything. It's a very disappointing grenade. Again, I could just be doing it wrong. I'm very new, so... it should level up here in a second.
I'm starting to get the hang of this.
There's the level up. Alright, here's a boss lady. This lady gave me so many problems when I fought her the first time as a monk. So let's see how we do. Hit the checkpoint. Throw some grenades at her. The hard part about her is she summons a bunch of ads. There they are. So we're going to swatch the shotgun rounds for the all the ads. Now let's throw some grenades down on her. Let's switch to ice rounds. Back to regular for range. Okay, we're gonna go back to shotgun rounds. Got okay, shotgun rounds. Okay, so this class definitely rocked this boss way easier than I did the first time. So I am impressed with how well I did there. Usually that boss, like I said, took me for a ride. We picked up an orb of augmentation that will let me change one stat of a rare item. I don't think I've found a rare enough item yet to justify the use of that, but good to have. All right, let's go check out that den now that we leveled up once. Ooh. Okay, let's freeze these guys and kite them a little bit. Back to shotgun, now that they're frozen. Okay, low on mana, going back to normal. Alright, you stop resurrecting people. Oh, there's two of them now. Alright, I definitely feel like I have a lot more abilities to control things when they're getting out of hand. I do feel like I have a lot of crowd control, which is excellent. Alright, we're in a narrow area, so the shotgun should rock here. Let's take it for a spin. As expected, shotgun's doing work. Ooh, our first rare. Down he goes. Okay. Let's try our frost bolts in here. Wow, froze that guy solid in one shot. Okay, I'm not dancing ammo enough. Apparently that is definitely a big part of this class, is changing ammos. Which, I mean, it does say that in all fairness, like when you pick up the class, so... I just gotta be more on the spot for changing ammo types here. Okay, that works pretty good. I actually got to use the grenade there too, so I guess freezing them in place and then grenading them is the move. I kind of like that. Yeah, I said I was disappointed in the grenade, but once you have more abilities that kind of combine together and give you a little bit of synergy, it works a little bit better. I like that. There we go. Boom. Okay. Ooh, a locker. definitely can't wait for controller support. My clicking fingers already feeling the fatigue. Welcome in. Hello. How's it going? Sorry, I know you probably came expecting Pokemon. I can't figure out why it keeps defaulting to a Pokemon title when I'm clearly not playing Pokemon, but you know, we're figuring it out. How are you doing this morning? All right. Skeletons are down. Freeze this guy. Grenade him. Goodbye. Nope. That grenade just does not do enough damage. I've figured out how to use it. It still doesn't do enough damage. Alright, okay. A lot of people. Flight overseas right now, so it's 11 p.m. Alright. Sorry you're up late. I'm an old man, so I go to bed at like 8 now. How's the channel? It's going pretty good. You know, I haven't been streaming nearly as much lately. I kind of quit streaming to focus on building YouTube content, which I really enjoy. But every now and then it's fun to go live and just kind of do a stream, so I like to still do that when I can. So, you know, it's been good. It has its ups and downs. Content creation is very difficult, you know. There's a lot of times where you feel very discouraged because of just the way things are. You know, you put hours into a video and it only gets 2 views, whereas other people put just absolute garbage on the internet and it does good, and that's a little discouraging. But it's Diablo? No, this is not Diablo. This is Path of Exile 2, which just hit early access. It is the, I would say, like, biggest competitor to Diablo, or at least the one who is most likely to take the throne of Diablo if any game was ever to take the Diablo throne, which, even though I did not like Diablo 4, I still don't think any game is going to dethrone Diablo. Like, it is very hard to shake Blizzard fanboys, right? Haven't been able to stream live because the base's Wi-Fi is garbage. Need to learn how to edit. See, I know a lot of people say they want to learn how to edit before they start streaming, which is a great idea, of course. But also, it's one of those things where don't let perfection be the enemy of good, right? Like, it's good to be good at editing, but as you begin editing and starting the journey, like, you'll get there eventually as it is. So, you know, take your time and get there, but also you just gotta start doing it at some point, right? Alright, throw some grenades down. Switch back to shotgun. I love the shotgun crossbow. Okay, let's go back to Frost. Did not mean to get hit by that. Alright, back to regular bolts for a second. Good morning, how's it going?
Here it comes!
Okay, grenades. Oh, we're in trouble. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Dexter, what's new today?
Look out!
Alright, we need to clear out some of these ads. There's too many. There's too many. Being overwhelmed. Got your channel to 116 subs? That's awesome. Getting no views, just subs. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter is, like, even if you get subs, it doesn't mean they're gonna watch your content, right? Like, I have almost 6,000 subs, and I do not get 6,000 views on my videos. Subs do not always watch your videos. Kind of confusing why they're watching but not interacting. I mean, I would rather that they watch. You know, it's always good that they're watching your content. Not to mention, like, I'm in kind of a unique position just because, like, I don't niche down, so you You know, the people who watch me for my Warhammer content aren't the same people who watch me for my Helldivers content, aren't the same people who watch me for my photography content. So, you know, the more you do different things, the more you'll gain subs from different genres and niches, but also, like, other people like, well, I don't want to watch that. I joined for this. Why are you doing that? So that's always a delicate game. Am I going to play Marvel Rivals? Yes, I do plan on playing Marvel Rivals because they have Squirrel Girl, who is one of my all-time favorite superheroes of all time. So I do plan to play some Marvel Rivals for Squirrel Girl. But we just got Path of Exile 2, so I had to jump into Path of Exile as well because I have been craving a good AARPG. ARPG? Not AARPG. That's like AARP. I've been craving a good action RPG, and Diablo did not fill that void for me. So here we are. I guess if I had armor-piercing rounds, it probably would have made that boss a lot easier. I'll hit that sub for you. I'm going to go scroll some more. All right, well, thank you so much. Hopefully you get some sleep here soon. Hopefully day on base isn't too boring or strenuous tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great day. I'm going to hate Marvel Rivals. I was in the alpha and beta for Marvel Rivals, so I got to play it a little bit already. What about it will I hate? Did they change something, or have you been playing it? What didn't you like about it? I am bad at it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I am not good at that kind of game. I am not good at the hero shooters. My aim is atrocious. So that probably will contribute at least a little bit to it, that I am very bad at those sort of things. Alright, we got our first support gem. We can get Pin. Supports any skill that hits enemies, allowing physical damage to pin the enemy but cannot stun them. Lightning Infusion. Supported attacks gain extra lightning damage. I don't have any lightning abilities yet, so that's not really useful. Or Envenom. Supports any skill that hits enemies, gives a chance to poison them. Yes, please, give me that poison. Please. You're just guessing. I mean, to be fair, okay, I gave Space Marines 2 a meh rating at best. I gave Stalker 2 a terrible rating. So you are correct. I have been rating games pretty low lately. Scott, welcome in. Hi, good morning. How are you doing this morning? So you're probably right. I probably won't like it. That is probably an accurate assessment. You know me too well, Dex. Alright, let's put some magic items on here. Let's grab this. Got a little bit of magic.
If you find a pint out there.
And we've upgraded our flasks. Alright, here we go. I did not mean to come here. I meant to go here. Alright. We've upgraded our crossbow. We've upgraded our shotgun. Can you share a bit about this game? So I don't know a ton about this game. So it's called Path of Exile 2. It is a ARPG. It is the main competitor to Diablo. It just came out in early access, so it is still technically early access. Not all the content is available. The thing that sets it apart from Diablo is the customization is very, very, very in-depth. Some people call this game a spreadsheet simulator because, here, when I pull up this screen, the passive skill points, let me pull it up here. You can see, let me zoom out. This is the skill tree. So you have a crazy amount of options on how to build your character and really get what you want to do and mix and match classes. And yeah, it's kind of absolutely insane how large this game actually can be. So, I can see where people get lost in it. Some people do like that simplicity of, wow, like, okay, well, I'm playing the Amazon, so I use a bow and I use my Amazon abilities. But I also understand people who want the complexity, like, well, I want to play a necromancer who dabbles in sorceress ability, but also has one ability from the warrior that allows me to use a shield so that I'm a little bit tankier. Like, I like that people can have that control. I don't know how friendly this game is to people who don't like that. Like, I am very bad at spreadsheets. I'm very bad at, like, deck building. Like, I cannot build a deck in a card game to save my life. I just don't understand theory crafting. So usually in games like this, what I end up having to do is just Google, like, how do I make this class work? And then someone will have a guide on, oh, we put 6 points here, and 4 points here, and 3 points there, and 2 points here. And I just end up having to follow a guide because I'm just not that good. Like, even WoW, when they had, like, the old talent system for World of Warcraft, which has kind of come back, you know, I could never theory craft on, okay, if you select 3 points here and 2 points here, it gives you a 5% boost, where if you select these ones, it's a suboptimal route. Like, I am so bad at that, so I've always relied on guides to help me, and I cannot even begin to fathom how people figure out a optimal route in a game like this. So, it's as complex as you want it to be, but I don't know how friendly it is to people who don't enjoy the complexity. There's 6 classes in early access. There's a witch, which is like a necromancer, I believe. There's a monk who is very fast and agile and uses elemental attacks across the world. There's a sorcerer, your standard sorcerer. There's a warrior. There's the class I'm playing right now, the mercenary, which uses a crossbow that you load with different ammo. And there is a ranger.
I think I heard a fable about this guy.
So there's a lot of content for early access already. Alright, he's frozen. Let's grenade him up. Poisoned. Okay, let's switch to shotgun. Alright. Low on mana, chug a mana potion, and finish this guy off.
Day's work. Kind of walked into that one, didn't I?
Alright. Down everyone goes.
Moron!
Let's grab our rare items and check our loot. We got some uncut support gems. Let's learn Pin. We wanted to learn Pin. And now I can't learn another one that's really useful right now, so that will sit. And let's identify this crossbow. 30% bolt speed plus 7 to dexterity. Ooh, but this gives +1 to all projectile skills. So we're gonna say projectile skills is probably better. So let's stick with that. Okay. Ice shot. Let's slow some of these guys down. The ice shot is cool and the shotgun is cool, but I kind of feel like I deal more damage with just my regular bolt here, so I might swap to another class just to show it off, just to keep trying different classes here. Is there a story you need to complete? My understanding is that there is a story, but the story is incomplete in early access. However, they do want you to be able to play the end game in early access, so my understanding is you don't get the full story, but you are able to get to like the end game loop where you're just constantly searching for gear and leveling up your character and things like that. So I do believe that does exist, but the story, as far as I know, is not fully fleshed out yet. And I can't even tell you much about the story yet because I haven't gotten super far because I'm still trying to find a character that I enjoy playing. So I'm kind of swapping through the starter area a lot here as I'm still trying to find the right class for me. So far, I've liked the monk the most, but it hasn't been exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm surrounded. Let's drop some grenades and frost. Okay, let's slow them down. Back to regular shots. Let's finish them while they're pinned down. It is very early for me. I am in Oregon time, so it is just now hitting like 6:30 for me. I am a early bird streamer. I like to get up early. Actually, 6 is kind of late for me. Usually I start at 5, but I had a lot of problems with my stream this morning. So, but if y'all could give me some feedback on, I am trying the vertical streaming for the first couple times here. Does it look okay on the vertical if that's how you're watching? Because I'm attempting to reach the masses through vertical streaming. Alright, we got those guys under control. Down goes that guy. I might try the sorceress next. For you as an early access player, what do you think would be best to update? You know, I am not the right person to ask for that. As like I said, I am not the best at this game. But if I could have any one thing right now, it would be controller support. They have it in the menu options. And I am a controller player, but it does not function currently, so I would really like my ability to play on my controller, please. The game would be much better on controller, I feel. Weird. I know I'm weird. Like, even for shooters like Call of Duty, I just prefer controller. I know that makes me weird. I know that's not the preferred way to do it, but controller support would be number 1 for me. Number 2, and I was talking about this a little bit earlier, I would like another class, please. I would like the Holy Warrior. I feel it's so... chat is over me. That is okay. People don't want to look at my face. Like, statistically, people don't want to look at my face. My YouTube statistics show when I show my face, I lose views by like 60%. So, statistically, people don't want to see my face, so it's okay the chat is over my face. But I think it's so strange how many games seem to be removing the... Ooh! Wow, was not expecting that. They're removing the Holy Warrior, right? Diablo, a game about killing demons, doesn't have a Paladin or a Holy Warrior in it. This game doesn't have a Holy Warrior. Like, where are my Holy Warriors at? It feels so strange to not have them. Why are even random creatures in this forest? I believe the... Okay, we're dodging that. I believe the story on the random creatures in the forest is that there was a evil witch or something that has corrupted this forest, and their magical corruption has caused evil creatures to spawn in the forest. Alright, let's dodge. Dodging for a little bit. Okay, he's stunned. Let's get some damage in while he's stunned. Grenades.
Not yet.
Chug a potion. And down we go.
Only my skill. You need more than an overgrown weed to take me down.
Alright, our inventory is full. Let's move some stuff around to see. Woven focus. Alright. Back to town. Let's dump off some gear. But yeah, I want my Holy Warrior. I don't understand why games are moving away from Paladins. It just feels so weird that we don't have those options. Uh-oh. Can't join the town instance. That is another problem right now. This is an early access problem. This is not a fault of the game at all. it is having a lot of problems with like connecting to the servers, disconnecting, and issues like that. And that's an early access issue. If so many people are logging into the game at once, that it's causing disconnects and problems like that. So I don't fault the game for that. I understand that that a lot of people are excited for this game and their servers are just struggling with all of that. We block, we parry, we dodge. Yeah, I don't... I like those options. Ooh, 8,000 people in line. Everyone just got disconnected. I like the options of dip, dodge, parry, but I also like to play as the meaty tank boy who like doesn't do any of those things. You just take that damage and you deal with it. I love that trope, so I would like to play more of that. So that's the mercenary. That's my monk. And then here's the warrior. Oh, look how great it looks, though. That looks fantastic. Brother, is this like Diablo? Yes, this is the main competitor to Diablo, so it is like Diablo, but a lot more complex. So here's the classes. So this is the monk. I already have the monk. This is the mercenary we were just trying. Here is the warrior. So the other three classes we have not played yet is the witch, the ranger, and the sorceress.
You were banished by your Akara for
let's try the sorceress. Let's try some magic.
Arrogance has led you here.
I remember playing Diablo on Windows 98. Diablo 1, I know Diablo 2 is well loved, and for good reason. I feel like Diablo 1 often gets so overshadowed by Diablo 2 that people don't talk about how great Diablo 1 truly was. Because there is some real great stuff in Diablo 1. I don't think it gets enough credit because Diablo 2 just does so much so well. Alright, so we're back at the beginning. We're going to try the sorceress this time and see what that's like. I'm guessing it is glass cannon-y, that you just walk around a lot and try not to get hit as you cast spells. Not my favorite playstyle, but it does feel awesome to blow things up with elements, right? So those fire bolts look good. I know it looks a little bad on screen just because on vertical it's blown up a lot, but trust me, this game actually looks pretty phenomenal. I'm running on ultra everything with maxed out settings, and I can say it looks super nice on that. So if you're a stickler for graphics, this game is definitely graphically great. The mood, the ambiance, the music are all really fun so far.
Power can hide.
All right, we got our first spell, which is Spark. That looks like what's it called? The Diablo skill, Charged Bolt. That kind of looks like a charged bolt. Looks great on here too. Good to hear. I know sometimes when you stretch, like stretch the game and such, it starts to look bad. So, all right, let's throw some mana all around. That spell is not doing very much to these guys. For being an all-powerful master of the elements and magic, these zombies seem to resist the magic pretty well. I like that if you kill them with the fire spells, sometimes they're ignited and lit on fire. That looks great.
First step on my chosen path.
Alright, so we got a level up. So again, for those who haven't seen, this is the chart. So my character starts here. And you can see I got like these points here. Basic increased spell damage, increased energy shield, all important. You can go up here, increased mana regeneration, increased raw power, all those sort of things. But like I could also choose to branch down this path, get more attributes, and then jump down into the sturdy mind path here, devoted protector. get some strength on my character if I wanted that for whatever reason. Like, you can move around this path so well. Here's an ice and lightning path, so there is a lot of options for really turning your character into what you want your character to be. Alright, so here's the boss again. Let's electrocute him. Run him into a wall. And let's just cast. Shock. Getting angry. He doesn't like being shocked. Go figure. Take out his massive zombies. Dodge. And shock everything. Alright. That worked pretty efficiently, no lie.
The mark of corruption.
Grab our gold. Grab our terrible items. And back to where we were, the main camp. Let's get our next ability skill. Oops, thank you. Give me the new quests. New spells. We can get Flame Wall, we can get Ice Nova, we can get Frost Bomb, or we can pop over here. See, I can grab the Occultist, so I can grab Unearth, Contagion. I could grab Quarterstaff Stills. There's a lot of options. Let's stay maybe in our own thing here. So Flame Wall seems the coolest. It ignites as people walk through it, so you put up a wall as they run towards you, they take damage. Ice Nova, of course, seems like your good ability to keep yourself safe, slow down enemies, be able to run away. Frost Bomb, create a pulsing orb of frost. Each pulse inflicts cold exposure on nearby enemies. When the orb's duration ends, it explodes, dealing cold damage. Orb lasts for 3 seconds. Let's go with Flame Wall, just because that seems like a good defensive and offensive skill. Like being able to put it down, tell everyone, okay, you have to run through here, and then lighting them on fire. That seems pretty cool, so we're going to grab that. There is one thing that hasn't functioned for me yet, so let's look at it really quick as well. See if it is working. It looks like it is working today. There is a cash shop. The game, as far as I understand, once it launches, will be free to play. And they, of course, support themselves through the ability to for you to buy items. So, like, here is some footprint effects. So as you're walking around, you can see different footprints. That's kind of cool little effect here. Different portal abilities, Suspicious Gold Rock Pet, Crimson Paladin Portal. So you can see there's a lot of different effects here to make your character look how you want them to look, and that's pretty cool. That is, I guess, my preferred way that they do these things. Like, if you're gonna have a free-to-play game, then at least make the microtransactions cool cosmetics for people who want to support the game, but also people who don't want those things or don't want to purchase it don't feel like they have to, because it's not like Diablo Immortal where you can literally buy power. Alright, Firewall. Let's see how well that's working. That is working well. Yeah, that's working well. Can I have multiple? I can summon multiple, so I can just encase myself in fire. That looks great. That deals some great damage. I am happy with that. Here's our waypoint again already. Wow, we're getting super lucky on that. Alright, so then that boss lady might be pretty easy. Let's try her. We took her out really easy on the mercenary, so she's going to stand there. If we can just light her on fire. Alright, the wolves are coming back to life. Okay, I'm standing still. I'm dying because I'm standing still because I'm playing poorly. That is not a fault of the class. That is a fault of me. I am bad. Okay, we're dealing some damage. It looks good. Okay, she's on fire again. Stop it, YouTube skipped alive. Is it playing ads? And down she goes. Alright, fire. Burn the wolves again. Oh! And we died. There is also a hardcore mode where once you die, your character is deleted. That is a thing as well. As you can tell, I am not playing that mode because I am not good enough to participate in said reindeer games. So someday maybe, but I am definitely not good enough for a hardcore mode yet. All right, we did some good damage. Loving that skill. Once we get a little frost skill, we can probably be a little bit more survivable to be able to dodge some abilities and actions and things like that. Oh boy, there's a lot of wolves. Let's light them up again. Mana shield would probably also be helpful. There we go. Okay, we need to find the abandoned encampment, because that usually has some extra stuff for us. Let's also put on a robe. Get a little bit of armor. Level up.
Dares doubt me.
Let's grab maximum energy shield. Let's get a little bit more defense since these creatures are starting to deal some damage. And we are going to look for... Ah, here we go, the camp. This usually has an extra skill orb in it. There is the skill orb. So now we can learn... let's learn Frost Bomb. That sounds interesting. Alright, what's Frost Bomb look like? Okay, it's literally like... Okay, it's literally like a bomb. So they get stuck and frozen in there, and kaboom, it turns them into chunks. So I can combine that with, like, I can frost you, light you on fire, and now you're frozen, and... Oh, that feels great. That is cool. I love that synergy. Okay, I'm really enjoying the Sorceress so far. But mostly because things go boom. Big boom is cool. Let's roast those guys alive. That feels really cool.
I can't do that yet.
Sorceress feels really good. This might be my class. If I get a strong enough mana shield. Oh, and we just got disconnected again. Again, it is a new game. It is an early access. There are a ton of people logging on right now, so I understand it. Not their fault. That will smooth out as they start to do more and do better. Everyone got disconnected. We got 8,000 people in line again. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I will say that is a testament to how many people want to play the game, though. When there's 8,000 people in line, that is really cool. Rivals is sucking for streamers on PC. Like, it's glitching, or like they're getting disconnected a lot. Because like when I played in the beta, I don't remember any disconnects. Like, the game worked pretty flawlessly as far as I remember. Yeah, I don't remember having a whole lot of problems with that. The main problem I had with the game, again, it's not a problem with the game, is that I suck at it. But that's not the fault of the game. That is the fault of my terrible, terrible aim. Disconnecting, ruining stream. Are you on Twitch too? Sort of, Sabbath. I do have a Twitch. That is where I originally streamed, but they dropped support for the program that I was using, so I decided to try and jump over to YouTube full time. But I do like Twitch's resources a whole lot more, like being able to give you guys fun to chat and mess with the screen and do all that sort of things. I have not figured out how to do that on YouTube, and I don't know if that is possible. So, so far I have been sitting on YouTube. I've thought about Twitch. Honestly, I don't stream enough to be considered on either of the platforms, I guess, because I mostly just make content. But I like to go live every now and then, chat with some of my followers, my subscribers, Dexter and Zone and Bubble, all of my regulars. I enjoy checking in with you all and seeing you all as well. So I do try and pop on stream, trying to stream more often, but this is the third platform I've watched this guy on. He's a habitual disappearer. That is also true. I did start posting on TikTok again. I do feel like it was necessary for me to leave TikTok. Now that they've got the tools to be actual streamer on there, I could go back. But the thing is, like, so I quit TikTok for a year because I was too focused on TikTok. I was spending too much time on TikTok. It was a problem. And I did not want to have that problem, so I quit to really build up elsewhere. And now that I've gone back, like, what has happened to TikTok? Like, when you're scrolling through just like your regular For You page, it's just ad after ad after ad after ad. And like, even if it's not like a sponsored ad, then it's someone who's shilling for some Temu kind of company. And if it's not a shill for that, then it's someone's Patreon or Discord. Like, it seems like everything on there is some sort of way to get you to give money away. Like, I feel like TikTok has just become so commercialized. Like, there wasn't content on there. It was just an ad machine at this point. It was ridiculous. Speaking of ads, though, I did get an offer last night, my first real offer to be a sellout. A ad company reached out to me and offered me a contract through MetaQuest. They are offering $1,000 and a MetaQuest 3S. In exchange, I have to make 3 videos a month featuring the MetaQuest 3 and convincing people to buy the MetaQuest 3. And I gotta say, it felt good. It felt good to get said offer, because it means some ad agency has looked at my stuff and said, we think there's potential here. This guy might be able to make us some money. I don't think I'm going to sell out. As I said from the start, you know, this hasn't been about the money. It's just making content as I enjoy. But it does help to make some money on the side when, you know, when those ad revenues do pay out and things like that. So I don't think I'm going to sell out, but it's nice to get the offer to sell out, right? It's nice to be included. And I wouldn't mind making content for VR. Like, I believe in VR. Like, that is definitely one of the things that I'm a huge early supporter of. I had the first couple VR helmets that were commercial and encourage people to jump on and enjoy. So I'm a big fan of VR. I wouldn't mind making VR content, but I also don't want to jump at the first chance I get to make money and be like, hey, thanks everyone for following and supporting me, but now you're just going to have to watch ads and contribute to the problem of, like, TikTok. Like I was just complaining about that every single person on there is just looking to make money. It doesn't seem like there's any content that's just fun content. It's all buy from Temu, buy from this Chinese factory, buy from that factory. Ooh, I roasted those bugs up something good. Tight quarters are really good for this character. These little tight dungeons, because I can just sit here and cook them. It's also weird that so far my sorceress has had the most survivability. Like, usually magic wielders are like the whole glass cannon sort of thing. And like the warrior is supposed to be the most durable, and here I am having the most durability as the glass cannon, so that's kind of weird. As I slowly die. Boom. Alright, there's our first blue creature, our first rare. And you gave me nothing good, but it does have Firebolt level 2, whereas this only has Firebolt level 1, so I will try it out here. I can't see the game on full screen. Yes, that is because I am streaming the game on vertical, specifically for people watching on phones. So I am trying that feature out. But it might be a good idea to stream like both vertical and horizontal at the same time. Just so people who are on PC and such who want to see the full screen can. I didn't think about that, so thank you for that idea. That is probably better than just streaming the vertical. But I bet that's annoying. And there's another disconnect. Speaking of annoying. Oh, Path of Exile. Alright, while that is logging us back in, check this out. This came in the mail for me. I pre-ordered this like a year ago. My replica of the Pip-Boy from the Fallout TV series finally came. And it is a fully functional Pip-Boy. So I can turn it on, and I don't know how well it'll actually show up on here, but like you can swap through the different screens. It looks great. It can play the radio. It's got a bunch of different functions, and even has like rad meter mode, and now it's playing the radio. It's not supposed to do that. So really cool little piece of tech that I got there. They put a lot of love and care into it. And I really enjoyed that. Alright, let's go back in. See if we get disconnected again for the millionth time. Looks like it put me back at the start. I'm guessing that's some sort of like hardcore character protection. Simply because, like, if you're playing a hardcore character and you die because you get disconnected through no fault of your own, obviously that would be very, very, very frustrating. So I think that is some protection they've built in to prevent the inevitable upsetness.
I need more time.
Of gamers. Ooh, an amulet.
Space for that.
Okay, we'll take that. Amulet, what do you do? Yes, I know that my stuff is full. Life regeneration per second. I'll take that. I will set up my next stream to dual stream. My PC should be able to handle that in theory, so I will give that a shot next time so that it looks a little bit better for everyone who's not watching on cell phones. Have you tried a game called Undecember? No, never heard of it. There is a game, the game that I've never heard of that everyone seems to be talking about is... Oh geez, can I remember the name now? Oh, why am I blanking on it? I can't remember its name now. I saw a bunch of videos about it. It's about like being trapped on a submarine, I think. Anyone knows the game I'm talking about? You play as people like trapped on a submarine for some evil company. Not that that's helpful, but... Oh geez, what was that game's name? Something Maker? Not Subnautica. Take those straw sandals. We'll get the armor from the helmet. Ooh, 8 intelligence. No, we'll grab that instead. boots. Freezing shards. Okay, let's try that. That sounds good. What is that game called? I'm gonna Google it really quick. Google is not being helpful. It's something like something maker. Not that that's helpful either. Why can I not remember this morning? Ooh, okay, so now I got like a spread weapon with ice shards? That's pretty cool. Alright, there should be a boss chamber right down here. Yep. Take out this boss. Where are you?
Ah, the mudworm.
Ooh, that frozen bomb just did a bunch of damage to him. Light him on fire. Light him on fire again. Stop moving. Accept your fate. What are you doing? Let's get some more fire.
I need more time.
This is definitely the easiest this boss has been so far. Minus him moving and dodging my attacks, but look at that damage. Holy cow. We are wrecking him. Okay, Sorceress absolutely rocks bosses. Good to know.
This was not a challenge.
All right, we got some more skills. We got some upgraded staff. Sockets. We've never seen sockets before. That's new. Rusted Curios, Uncut Skill Gem, and Orb of Transmutation. Skill Gem, let's learn Ice Nova, rank 2. Okay, Ice Nova. Okay. That's about what we expected. Back to town. Let's get rid of some garbage.
Yes? These are just some odds and ends of mine. It's
When will the
beautiful.
game be free on Steam?
Except
I believe the game is free to play once it is out of early access. It's currently in early access, and I believe they said 6
I will
months.
treasure it.
So it should be free to play in about 6 months, if I remember what they said correctly. Ooh, okay, so I like the ice shards, but this gives me spell damage, maximum mana, and cast speed. Like, that's too good to
Another
pass
from my
up.
collection.
So
Thank you.
it's one of those things where, yes, it's a free-to-play game, but it's an early access, so they're charging to have you join in. The good news is if you buy the $30 to get into the game now, I believe they give you $30 worth of in-game currency. So you're not really like paying just for access. You're also getting in-game currency for different things. So if you're into that sort of thing, you should get something decent out of that as well. Ooh, increased charges and increased amount recovered. Yes, give me a mana flask, and this gives me extra charges. All right, we're gonna upgrade our life flasks. How much did I pay? I paid the $30 for the pre-order, and that gave me. I can see. Ooh, I don't have enough for that. If I go to the microtransaction shop, let me move this around so you will be able to see. There, you should be able to see. So I got the 30 or I got 300 microtransaction points up there in the top right-hand corner for buying the $30 access pack. So I'm pretty sure that was like a 1-to-1 of that. And as far as I know, that money will go pretty far. Like, the giving footprint effects is about 75 coins. Let's see, can I find, is there armor sets? Let's look for a full, like, visual effect are 100 to 150 coins. So you get like 1, 2, 3 items for the early access. So you get a little bit of value for it. So I don't really have a problem giving them a little bit of money. Also, again, if the game's gonna be free to play, someone has to pay for the game to be in effect, right? Like, someone has to support it, so I don't mind giving them a little bit of money to support them for what they're doing. Alright, my first support item here, I can controlled destruction. Support skills deal 30% more damage with hits and ailments, but cannot deal criticals. Ignition, supported skills have a 100% chance more to ignite. Pierce, projectiles from supported skills pierce an enemy. Okay, that's pretty good. Spark, gain an arcane surge after spending a total of 100% of your maximum mana. More chance to shock. Pierce. Faster cast speed. 50% less damage with hits, but they're in a circle instead. Okay, that's interesting. So I can deal less damage, but I can put it in a circle around me so that everything... That's an interesting choice. Hourglass. Deal more damage and have a longer cooldown. Okay. Frostbomb. 30% less skill effect duration. More area of effect. Less cooldown recovery. Twice as many cooldown uses. Ooh, energy barrier. Energy shield recharge begins immediately. More freeze buildup. Support spells you cast yourself, making their effect reoccur when cast cannot support channeling skills or skills with a cooldown. Okay. I don't fully understand that one. There's a lot of really good options here. I kind of feel like the more damage is the way to go here. When is more damage ever a bad thing? So now my cooldown on Firewall is a little bit longer, but it deals way more damage.
I can't do that yet.
That is a longer cooldown for certain. Let's see how well that does. Okay, that definitely ticks way faster, though. Okay, since I disconnected, this boss is back up, so I guess let's, get some extra points for taking her down. See if we can get a good rare item. Ooh, okay, we got a rare item. Look at that. Our first rare, yellow. 30% increased life recovery from flasks, 14 maximum mana, 10% reduced flask charge usage, increased flask charge gain, and thorns damage. All right. We got something good. And next area, the Grillwood, which means we get another boss. Give us the fat loot.
It is strange to think the Vestiri was once home to such a forest.
slow everything. Okay, that Frost Nova works really well for slowing everyone down when they get too close. Did you get any unique on other characters? No, I have not gotten any unique or super rare or anything like that. But I also, I've been remaking characters over and over again, trying every class, trying to find what class works best for me. So I have not gotten, like, super far into the game, so... I would not expect to have found a super rare item yet. Though I have seen people bragging about it. There's a lot of people who have said that they've gotten like ultra rare items already, so it is possible. I just do not have that luck apparently. Wow. Again, I have to ask, why is my sorceress more surviving than my warrior was with a giant shield and plate armor? Like, dang. She's a monster. The Grim Tangle. Where are the bosses we're looking for? I want loot. Give me the rare loot. Ooh, a scepter. Okay. Not exactly rare loot, but I guess I didn't specify that I want unique loot. Give me unique loot, not just rare. Give me something I can brag about to the nerds on the subreddit. The fire effect is really cool. All the particle effects look really great. I'm really impressed with how good they look. I don't know how they look on I don't know what the right word. I'm going to say lesser systems, but I don't mean that as like an insult. But like, I'm running on a 4090, so obviously everything should look very impressive on the maxed out of maxed out. But I don't know how it looks on like a 2080 or like a 2060, for example. So I don't know how great it'll look on other systems, but I do know if you're running it on maxed out everything, it does look phenomenal. As it should. Which I did hear, apparently Sony was talking about, like, the next PlayStation's not going to have big graphical updates. They said that, like, hardware for consoles has really hit, like, their maximum, and they're worried that, like, the next generation of consoles aren't going to sell well because you're just not going to see a huge upgrade like you used to from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 and 2 to 3. Like, the graphic update was huge, and they're worried that you're not going to see those updates anymore, and that people aren't going to buy the next generation of systems simply because you're just not getting that graphical upgrade that you used to get. So
This tree has an abundance of
which I can see why, right? Like, consoles are always sold at a loss, and then they make up their money through great first-party effects, or like Xbox through having you sign up for a monthly subscription for games and things like that. But they are absolutely right. Like, it seems like graphics hit a point where you're getting diminishing returns. I don't know how much better they can get, honestly. Okay. Why are we unlucky? We have not found a single thing we are looking for out here yet. Boom, taking it all down. Ice bomb, fire. Alright, give me the bosses. The music too. So one of the things I preach when I do like game reviews is that music is so important, and it's like the most underrated thing. But a good music soundtrack can do wonders for a game. Like the Final Fantasy games, of course, have amazing soundtracks. I think Stardew Valley has one of the greatest video game original soundtracks of all time. But I was listening to the Diablo playlist on Spotify that played through Diablo 1 through 4 music. And when it played soundtracks from Diablo 2, I was so impressed with like how much I remembered those soundtracks from Diablo 2, like the sounds of entering the forest or the desert of Lut Gholein and all of that. Like, that is such a hallmark of a great game, is when like that music, you just hear the sounds and it once again draws you back into the game or makes you feel like you're playing the game again. Like, oh, he just one-shot me, okay. So music plays such an important part in games, and I feel like it's so overlooked, but that Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 music is just amazing. Like Tristram, the original Tristram music from Diablo 1 is just like some of the best music in video games ever made. Hands down, like incredible. Okay, well, we're dodging. Okay, he's gonna shoot the spiny thing. We're gonna avoid that this time.
I need more time.
Okay, we're dodging, we're dodging. I do also like all these damage over time effects. The fact that I can deal damage while dodging feels really great.
Not yet. Wall of flame.
But yeah, music is important in video games, and the music here, I have it a little bit quiet so I can stream, obviously, but I do like the music so far that I've heard in this game as well, which is always great to hear. Okay, so I've got all of my regular skills, so I kind of want to play with this. Let's look at grabbing a skill from someone else, maybe? Is there any other skills I could learn? I could learn Killing Palm, which would give you a power charge, which levels up certain abilities, but I don't know. I don't know if that will actually combine with my abilities or not. Bone spikes. Bone construction minions. After a single afflicts a single enemy with a debuff that deals chaos damage. If it dies, they're affected by contagion. All other chaos damage over time debuffs spread. So that's just contagion over time, so that's not going to be great for me. I guess let's level up our Frost Bomb then. That's one boss. Now we still got one more boss to find. Welcome in, Shugam. How's it going?
I need more time.
Blow those guys up. Goodbye. Farewell. No, that's the wrong way. I'm thinking about getting that Fortress ability next. Put that, with the longer cooldown on the Flame Wall, being able to put it as a complete circle around me might be really good. Might be a really good ability, instead of just a straight line like that.
I can't do that yet.
Bubble's here! Hello, Bubble!
Wild beast.
Welcome, welcome in. What class do you think is the best for crowd control? I have not played all the classes yet. So far, my sorceress has the most amazing crowd control. However, when you go to select a class, you know how it like gives you a little class preview. On the class preview, it specifically states that the ranger has crowd control. So I'm guessing that the ranger has the most crowd control, just because they like specifically are highlighted in their class as having crowd control. That's my guess. How am I? I am doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking, Bubble. The last few weeks have been kind of rough. I've been going through a lot of depression, but I think I've finally gotten on the other end of that depression. I'm finally like on the upswing from that, so that feels really good to be back to feeling normal and okay again. I'm very excited for the Christmas season. You know me, I love Christmas. I've been listening to Christmas music since October 30th, honestly. So you know that I love me some Christmas music. Oh boy, those guys are lighting me on fire. And the holiday season's got a lot of great stuff coming up too, so I'm feeling pretty good. How are you doing? And are you going to take another trip to Australia to go visit Bluey Land for your kid? I imagine you and your kid both want to see Bluey Land, so are you going back out to Australia just for Bluey Land? Please say yes. You wanna see though the next level nerddom? Are you prepared for the nerdiest, lamest thing you've ever seen? This is for you, Dexter and Bubble. So, you know that I'm a photographer. You know that I love taking photographs. As a part of that, of course, I buy every camera I can get my hands on because I love taking different kinds of photos and using different cameras and all of that. So allow me to present to you my newest camera. Wait for it. The Meta Quests, or excuse me, the Meta Trail Blazers. These glasses have a built-in camera on the frames here, so that I can just click a button and take a photo of whatever it is that I'm looking at for great point of view photography. They also work incredibly well for, you can just say, hey glasses, what am I looking at? And it will take a photo of whatever it is that you're looking at, and it will read it to you, which is a great accessibility for people who are like visually impaired, for example. That's a really cool feature for them. And, oh, we're not done yet. And on top of that, for funsies, since it's connected to AI, I decided to ask it, hey glasses, who is Saint Waffles? And it actually, the AI recognized me. And it said, Saint Waffles is a popular YouTube streamer who focuses on photography and Catholic content. Which was really cool to see that the robot scraped the barrel and was able to identify me. So that's how you know you've made it, right? The AI knows who I am. No Australia this Christmas. Hubby can't travel to work because he's on government contract and flights are stupid expensive. But the Bluey house is in New York City. Oh, I didn't know that. That could be good. We are planning a trip. Not necessarily to New York, but so 2025 for Catholics is the year of Jubilee. And on the year of Jubilee, you are encouraged to do a pilgrimage. Obviously, the best pilgrimage we could do would be to go to the Vatican City, but that's a little expensive. But there is a basilica in Washington, D.C. to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception that would count as a pilgrimage. So we are considering for the year 2025 doing a pilgrimage to Washington, D.C. And getting to see, the basilica there and some of the sites. And the coolest thing This is only going to be cool to Catholics, I feel like. I feel like people who aren't Catholic are going to be like, what? What are you talking about? So the relics of St. Thomas Aquinas, a doctor of the church, one of the greatest minds in Catholicism. His skull has finally been released from his monk order. They hold on to it, and they are allowing it to go on tour in the United States. And it is going to be in Washington, D.C. around the time we were planning on going. So not only do we want to go for the pilgrimage to the Basilica, but also to see the literal skull of one of the greatest theologians in the Catholic faith, I think would be really cool. So we are going to go look at the bones of a dead guy, which is pretty metal in my opinion. Very, very excited for that. So we're going to try and make that happen. So in addition to that, Emmy and I have been talking a little bit about doing just like some family blocking, a little less me, a little more just kind of what we're doing, our trips. And the big thing we want out of it is to preserve some of our memories and things that we do, but we also know that some of you guys like to know what we're up to. So we are talking about doing a little bit more of just like the regular blogging, a little less streaming, a little more, hey, this is what we're up to, see some of the sites we're seeing, spend some time with us sort of thing. So 2025 is going to be a big year for a lot of reasons, but I think that the pilgrimage is going to be one of those. I would like to get in good enough shape to be able to do another pilgrimage that apparently happens every year. It got put on hiatus because of COVID, but they brought it back. And that is, they do a pilgrimage from one church to another at midnight, where you literally start walking from one church to another church. And it's a 13-mile walk at night. And I think that would be really cool for like photography and hanging out with other fellow Catholics. So I want to do that this year, but 13 miles is a long walk for someone of my weight. So I'm hoping to get in even better shape in the new year and be able to do that full walk with all of my gear. Because that's the other thing. Like, it's not just me. It's carrying around all the cameras, all the drones, all the camera gear as well. Takes quite a lot. So I would like to be able to do that this year. So there's a lot on the agenda for this year.
I'm carrying enough already.
Ooh, we're in trouble. Let's throw some sparks out there and knock some of these guys back.
I'm carrying enough already.
Alright, we made it. Woo.
The dead seem to rise.
I saw the bodies exhibit, so it's not that extreme. You know, I know it's not terribly extreme. I just know that there's a lot of people out there who feel like that's such a weird thing for Catholics. Like, why do you have these bones and walk around and see these bones? Like, we went and saw the bones of St. Jude, the relics of St. Jude, and so I know a lot of people are like, that's a really weird Catholic thing. So I try and put some context around it so that it's a little bit more understandable than just the weird things that Catholics sometimes do, you know? Tell you what, I'm going to show off these glasses. So this is going to be point of view. I'm going to turn on the glasses, and it should pop up a little light here. So I am now recording my screen that's recording me, recording all of you and all of that. So here we go. You have a point of view a little bit later of this exact moment. I absolutely love these glasses for this, so... Oh, look at that person spinning. Alright, let's sell some goods.
Take your time.
Fruit, don't need that.
Another for my collection.
Don't need
Thank
that.
you.
That's worth some money. Money. This quiver would be pretty good if I had anyone who used a bow.
I will treasure it.
Alright, level 3 lightning bolt. Yeah, but nothing does the spell damage is just too good. Like, I want... Ooh, wait. 46% increased spell damage. Yeah.
May it serve you well.
We're gonna grab that. Physical damage, that's nothing great there. Does the armor guy have anything for us? Everyone smile.
If a spirit, hell, take a punt. You know you want to.
Alright, anything... Oh, so this is like gambling. Okay, we don't have enough money to gamble yet.
Headstrong and overconfident.
Aye. Anything take your fancy?
Okay, I got +8 intelligence. That's pretty tough to beat. Mana... Movement speed, life regen, fire damage to attacks, magic find. Ooh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let's take some magic find, please.
If you find out,
Fancy.
you'll bring it back.
All right, let's upgrade some of our skills. Let's upgrade Spark. And support gem. Let's give Spark an action surge. Did I tell you I finally started a new farm in Stardew Valley? I was on year 12. You did not tell me. Congratulations. Year 12. Wow. Wonder if it'll take me 9 years to find a dino egg again. You know, it's one of those things where it's like you either find it on day 2 or you find it on year 500. Like there is no in between. Like it might be time to try Stardew Valley Expanded. People really like that mod. Might be worth trying out. Ooh, a lot of enemies. Oh, we're poisoned. Okay, firewall. I cried when I fished that thing out. Yeah, but it makes it feel all the more rewarding when you get it, right? Oh, I forgot I switched my staff. Now I'm shooting lightning bolts. Oh, that's right. You're on Switch. You don't get mods. Well, you know, there's a lot of talk about the Switch 2 coming out here soon. So maybe the Switch 2 will allow for mods. Just kidding. It's Nintendo. They're never going to allow for that. I threw it in the incubator and went right to sleep to save the game.
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. Nintendo will never open up their ecosystem to allow people to mod or change things. Like that's... Uh-oh. I think we're going to disconnect. Maybe not.
That voice, it is bound to this place.
Ooh, a ring. Ooh, a piece of candy. As long as AZ comes out on the old Switch, I can ward off getting a new one for a year or two. What is AZ? What is that game? I'm trying to think of the acronym. And I can't think of it. Oh, Pokemon AZ. Oh, I don't know. The last Pokemon game disappointed me so much that I'm afraid to get... I'm afraid to build the hype up again for another Pokemon game. Like, I know undeniably I'm gonna get it, right? Like, there's no chance that I don't get it, but the last Pokemon game burned me so bad that I don't know if I'm ready to get hyped for another Pokemon game. You know? I just don't want to get disappointed again. Stop yapping. Look. Scarlet and Violet ran terribly, have the worst story of all time. There was nothing positive to say about the game other than it added the 1,000th Pokemon, right? Like, you would pre-order it today if you could. Actually, I would not, because I am not spending money in December. So I would pre-order it January 1st. Scarlet and Violet had a great story. What was the story? You helped beat up the school children bully? Like, it was so lame. Does the pre-order thing count as spending money if it does? If you don't get the thing until after the freeze is done? Yes, it does. Such a bad influence. Dying dog, child neglect. Is that the story for Scarlet and Violet? Apparently, I wasn't paying attention enough.
Now, Battle Lord, accept your death.
I don't remember any of that. Ooh, magic find. Yes, give me the magic find, please. Quarterstaff is garbage. Dexterity. Boo. And a ring. Maximum mana, evasion, and magic find. Oh, we're going to be rolling. We're going to be rolling in the magic items at this rate. Alright, let's grab Fortress. Yes. And we get Uncut Skill level 3. I need more intelligence. Okay, let's see. Let's get more intelligence. Intelligence. And spell damage. Now, level 3 ability. Here we go. Ember Fusillade. 13 to 19 damage. Deals damage. Hover duration. Frostbolt. Pretty basic. Slow moving stuff. And Orb of Storms. Create an orb of electricity. It fires Chain Bolt. Yes. Yes. And let's grab this. Okay. New abilities. Let's test them out. New abilities. Kid lost both his parents. He's orphaned. Zaza means new. Megas. You learned to love Mega, and Clive was the best. Okay. I don't think I've played a Pokemon game with Megas. Ooh, look at that. Deal some damage. That's cool. Like, I guess... what was that Pokemon game? The one before Scarlet and Violet had, like, Gigantamaxing, and that sort of had Megas. I never played Diamond and Pearl, I never played Black and White, and I never played X and Y. So I missed out on those ones.
I see you've already... Renly will know. Goodbye. I see you've already found relics with the runes we need. What? Renly will know how to forge them.
Okay, I need to go to Renly. I do eventually plan on getting... Because they remade, like, Shining Pearl on Switch, right? So, like, I could play those ones, I think.
If you find a fight out there, do bring it back.
Go play those games and absorb their messages and come back. Here's my unpopular opinion. Megas are just okay. Didn't they just use Megas as an excuse to make more Charizard? Like, I feel like that was like the whole thing was just to make more Charizard.
See what power the old
I don't get, okay, unpopular Pokemon opinion time. I don't get the hype for Charizard. Like, yeah, he's a dragon, but he's kind of ugly looking. Like, I don't understand why people are all stands for Charizard. I don't get the Charizard love. Like, I don't get it.
I heard you're heading for the... Go well.
Need to go to Ogden Village, and I need to talk to the Clearfell encampment. Where's... Oh, there she is. She moved. Hi, Una.
Only by a grim tangle. Stay safe.
Okay, we need to go to the Grim Tangle in Grellwood, you know? He's a bird, not a dragon. I mean, that is true. He is a fire bird, and as far as fire birds go, I'm pretty sure that that Flame Hawk we used in a lot of Nuzlocke challenges was a way better fire bird. Okay, so that's the Grim Tangle. That's where we're going. Waypoint, summon Una again.
for now. But I sense more
If the face.
Alright, open the way for me. Hot Wings was the best.
The old magic still thrive. The ways.
Maybe it's time for another Nuzlocke challenge. It's been a while since we've done some Nuzlocks.
a tale woman of melody. Impressive.
I gotta set up the stream for that though. I have not set up my stuff for streaming my Switch, so I gotta set that up. Alright, something's not functioning like it should. Why is where's my skill abilities? How do I get to my skill panel? Flame Wall. There we go. Apparently I didn't click OK on that. Jace the Ace, welcome in. Are you liking Path of Exile better than Diablo? So far, I am liking the Path of Exile 2 more than I like Diablo. That is for sure. I am liking this more than Diablo 4. More than Diablo 4. You know, it's hard to beat Diablo 1 and 2. But as far as like modern ARPGs, yes, I am enjoying this one far more than I did Diablo 4.
Away with you.
Which I am glad for, because lately I have been rating a lot of games very poorly, so I'm glad to give a game a good rating. Because Space Marine 2 was kind of a bummer, Stalker 2 was really a bummer. I liked Metal Slug Tactics, that was a fun game. The new Alien game came out, and that was not very, very good. I'm embarrassed to admit I enjoyed Diablo 4. You know, maybe it's just not for everyone. Like, I'm not saying it was a terrible game. I feel like there were so many things that it did poorly. And granted that there's a new expansion that's come out, and they've definitely been working on the game, so it's probably better now than when it was when I played it in beta. So they've definitely made some improvements, I am sure, but I just haven't felt the want to buy the game and go back, you know?
Can't do that yet.
And I know I've said this like 3 times on stream now, but I'm very upset that they decided to remove the Holy Warrior, the Paladin, from the Diablo universe. It's literally a game about killing demons. Why don't we have a Paladin, a Crusader, a Holy Warrior, something? Like, again, you're fighting demons. You would think that would be a bog standard class, but so hopefully the next expansion gives us that, because I really want my Crusader back. I want my Paladin back. I want my Hammered in from Diablo 2. Ooh, okay, that guy does some massive damage. That fungal, that poison is painful. I want my family back. I do love the synergy of the moves on the Sorceress so far, like the ability to lock someone in place and then put down a bunch of abilities that all deal damage on that place is really cool. I definitely think that they did really well on the synergy for the Sorceress, but I know there's a whole lot more abilities that I haven't unlocked yet, so there's probably way more to it than I'm thinking so far. Where'd that druid go? Oh, there he is. Ooh, okay. Beware of that ability. That does some damage. Good thing we're not on hardcore. Graphics are really nice. So I will caveat that with the caveat I gave before. It does look nice. It looks pretty amazing. But remember that I'm also playing on a 4090 and a maxed out system. So I do not know how it looks on a non-maxed out system. So, you know, your results may vary. I always like to throw that caveat out there just in case. So that, you know, people who are expecting this great graphics know that not everyone is probably getting this good of graphics. Ooh, okay. Oh, those mushrooms deal a lot of damage. Oh, we're dying. Oh, we're dying. Oh, he's throwing rocks now. Okay, he's stunned. Get some damage in on him. Okay, he's throwing rocks again. There we go, and come on. Down he goes.
The elements will take you now, druid.
Alright, we got an attuned wand. Level 3 mana drain. Tell your wife I miss her, by the way. I will tell her. Like I said, we've been talking about doing blogs, so you might get to see more of her once we do that. We're just... If that happens, that is going to be after the new year, just because, you know, Christmas time, we are so busy. We've got, oh boy, we've got Midnight Mass, We've got a couple things are going to tonight. Basically, every weekend we are jam-packed with things up until Christmas is over.
I can't do that yet.
So maybe once the Christmas season is over, we will have a little bit more time to do things. Alright, what's up here? Where is she? She's just been busy. Doing all the stuff. You know, Thanksgiving requires a ton of cooking, a ton of prep, all those sort of things. We're gonna be running around all day today.
My family has been abducted!
My family's been abducted?
That bastard tyrant Praetor Draven! He's taken my family hostage! They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I never thought he would stoop this low.
What's she making for Christmas? I believe that she is making little cross stitches for people. Because, you know, she's super into cross stitching lately. You didn't cook for Thanksgiving. I did not cook for Thanksgiving. I did dishes. I did a little bit of work. I'm not going to say that it was equal, but I did the dishes for Thanksgiving, which is a lot of dishes, right? So
But now,
it's not equal, but it's something. Ooh. Lightning damage? No, thank you. I'll keep my rare item find.
There's much to do.
That's probably for the best. Yeah, you know, people don't like all of my cooking. You know, I have been talking about trying those. So all the rage lately has been dirty soda, where you take like pickle juice and cream de menthol and put it in a Dr. Pepper and make a dirty soda that way. And I've tried a few of those and it's pretty good, but now the big thing is protein Diet Coke. You put protein powder in your Diet Cokes, and that's all the rage right now. I bet you still put hot sauce and everything. I did put hot sauce on the food. That I did. I am sorry. That is accurate. All of that sounds atrocious. It's not bad. It's an acquired taste, right? Like, pickle juice in a Dr. Pepper, though, that is really good. Dr. Pickle, as I call it. Dr. Pickle is pretty darn good. So that is one I will always recommend to people, is the Dr. Pickle. If you drink soda, do yourself a favor, make a root beer float, half Sprite, or excuse me, half Sprite, 1/4 root beer, 1/4 Coke. I swear it tastes just like a root beer float. Just stop. The Dr. Pickle is a real thing. You put pickle juice in a Dr. Pepper, and it gives you this weird, tangy, zesty flavor. It's pretty good. It's refreshing. I have Dr. Pepper in the house. I'm half considering trying it. I'm kind of scared, though. If you like pickle juice, you will love it. And I love pickle juice. And maybe that's like the key. Like, I would, if it was socially acceptable and it wasn't full of salt, I would just drink pickle juice straight. Like, I would love to pop open a can of pickle juice and just drink that. But they don't make such a thing. What ratio do you use? I use about, I would say, 80% Dr. Pepper, 20% pickle juice. If I ever drink Bloody Marys, I make them taste like pickles. Dr. Pickle sounds sus.
Witches are not tolerated where I am from. I shall deal with her.
But like, okay, as soon as I'm done with this fight, let me read you something.
Get back!
Oh, this guy is... Oh, he's resistant to fire. That's why I'm not dealing any damage. Oh, this dude's got some health. Alright. Come on. Blow him up.
Don't break a sweat. I'm carrying enough already.
Alright, so let me Google this here. We got a food truck that specializes in dirty soda. So they completely sell dirty soda, and that's all they do. So here's some of the things that they sell. The Floso, Sprite, Green Apple, Blue Carousel. Just Do It, Mountain Dew with Coconut Strawberry Peach. Float the River, Sprite, Blue Raspberry Coconut. Old Money, Diet Coke, Vanilla, and Strawberry Puree. The Big Papa, Pepsi, Pickles, and Lemon. Crisp, Diet Coke with Vanilla True Lime. The Birthday, Vanilla Birthday Coke and whipped cream. Marionberry Cheesecake, Pepsi and Marionberry Cheesecake flavoring. S'mores Beer, Root Beer and Toasted Marshmallow and Chocolate. Peach Butter, Coke, Peach, Cinnamon. Summer House, Mountain Dew, Pomegranate, and Raspberry Puree. And the Mima, Dr. Pepper, Pickles, and Lemon. So those are all the popular dirty soda flavors. So if you need some inspiration, try one of those. I'll do anything with cinnamon. So my workplace said you're one of two people. Either you love cinnamon and hate mint, or you love mint and hate cinnamon. Sounds like you need a trip to Utah.
Yes.
Alright, let's sell some of these items that we don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. Alright, we officially have enough money to gamble. So, we have 700 gold. Here is the first gamble of the game. All of my money. Wait, we gotta identify this.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but cheers.
All of my money. Come on, legendary, unique staff. 36 spell damage and level 3 firebolt. And it's gone.
Guess I can help move.
Let's go gambling. Yeah, we lost it all. Put them RIPs in chat. We lost all of our money. And that's why we don't gamble IRL. Cause we messed up. We messed up bad. Alright, with that said, I have been streaming for a while. My throat hurts, my butt hurts. I think it is time for me to get started with my day. We've got grocery shopping to do today, so yeah, that's awesome. So, thank you everyone for hanging out with me this morning. It was great to see you all. It was great to hang out with you all again. Again, I am still trying to figure out my streaming schedule, still trying to figure out how I'm making all this work, so thank you for bearing with me. Have a blessed day, and I will see you all again very soon, hopefully.